Man, anyone else wake up today and their allergies just kind of going crazy? My eyes are burning and my throat is just killing me. I know it's allergies because I don't feel sick, but got my workout in anyway, just finished up, and it just made me think of one of my favorite stories. It's a true story. Back in the early 1900s, I think it was 1911, there were two groups of explorers, I guess you would call them, but the goal was they were having a competition to see who could hike to the South Pole of Antarctica, who could get there the quickest. And it was a 1,400-mile excursion in Antarctica, and the groups had different philosophies of how to do it. One group, their philosophy was to, when the weather was nice or optimal, they would go to exhaustion. They would go as far as they could until they couldn't go anymore. And then when the weather wasn't great or ideal, they would rest as long as they would need to. So that was kind of the first group's philosophy. The second group, their philosophy was to march every single day, or hike, I should say, 20 miles, regardless of what the conditions were like, regardless of what the weather was like or how they felt. They were gonna march 20 miles. And by the end of it, the group that decided to do the 20-mile daily hike consistently got there a full month before the other team, and they returned home safely. The other team, not only were they a month behind, but on the return trip home, they all died. So this is a little bit of an extreme example, but it just really demonstrates the power of being consistent, right? With when we want to relate this to fitness and health, so many times when we're feeling great, we just want to work out every day and crush it in there, and then we often overdo it, get sick, get hurt, or some combination of those, get too tired, whatever the case may be, when we were much better off just sticking with the routine that we can stick with long term, whether it's 2 or 3 days a week. So again, this is a little bit of an extreme example, but I wanted to bring this up because we're heading into the summer and we've got vacations coming up, traveling, we've got graduation parties, all sorts of distractions, holiday parties with the 4th of July, all sorts of things coming up, barbecues, things that are going to throw you off your routine. And most people underestimate how difficult it is to restart your routine once you've lost it. Okay, so I want you guys all to have a plan for this, to be proactive, all right, so that we're not reacting when it comes time over the summer. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It happens to everybody, including myself. You're not going to feel like it. You're going to fall off your routine a little bit. It's okay. It's going to happen, and you're likely going to have to force yourself to get back in. Okay, you got to force yourself to do it. Remember why you started, why you're doing all this. Stay consistent, and we'll all get through the summer together.